to Space City at NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. D. Eskridge to return it. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They motion to Waddle over left. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Now a toss play for Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Tua off the play fake. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Running it after the penalty. He still has room inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Gain of 26 yards. First down, Dolphins.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Tua now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Not a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who are in postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons, and that's exactly what CJ has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston, and now a little more help around him, and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Stroud. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Eskridge on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Going play action. Tagovailoa escapes the pocket. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
They motion the tight end over. Tua out of the pistol. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Blitz coming, Tua. Here's a screen for A-Chain. Defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Here's 2 on the sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
On the stop. A gain on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
First down, here's Tua. Dumps it off to A-Chain. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
And the Dolphins first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue the push for the goal line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They send a receiver in motion right. 2nd down carry for A-Chain. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Flush down out to his left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll have a chance to take the lead here as they line up for the field goal. The kick by Patterson is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. This makes it up to the 25. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. They begin the drive with Chubb. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught, nice gain left side. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. A strike for 23 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, Stroud. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Here's a counter give to Chubb. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8, 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It doesn't get much easier than this. Up and good from Fairbairn. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins and a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And he sure has proven to be a handful for him, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the air, 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it, he watches the tape the next day, and he's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the 1st down.
Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. That's Braxton Berrios on for the Texans' return. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st down throw by Stroud. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Stroud to throw on 1st down. Now one's complete. It's Bryant outright. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
Stroud from the pistol. He's got Bryant. And he gets this forward to the 19.
To Harrison Bryant. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 19-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Texans hoping to take a lead going into the break. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
13 yards.
That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Motioning left is their running back. To the air, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Here's Stroud again. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get some late points and the lead. Nico Collins with a touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Dolphins 10.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. So it'll be second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Throwing again here on second. Tagovailoa. Waller with the catch. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Tagovailoa on first down. Now here he goes. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down, Dolphins.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Gets this one to Waller. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 42. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve, complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Miami.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. This is complete to Waller. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
The kick by Patterson is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Has a man downfield, it's Collins. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. This one's caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
Dolphins 13.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Eskridge on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They Miami offense headed out there now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Achane on the toss right. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Going play action. Tagovailoa escapes out to the left. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Azeez Al-Shire on the tackling. A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Trust. Kate, it is such a big part of playing the quarterback position. Yeah, you got to trust you can make the right reads in the passing game, but sometimes these little runs that just get that 1st down, it gains further equity, further trust with your play caller, and most importantly, gives you a 1st down for the offense.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start the 2nd half with some needed points. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Tagovailoa has his offense ready for this 2-point try.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Now they send their back in motion right. And he's got a man complete. And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
21.
Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. Dukes out a 1-stop. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw, Stroud. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Stroud off the play fake. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
They give inside to Chubb. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Running with A. Chain out of the gun. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, with a very minimal gain.
At the 24-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with A-Chain. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Dolphins.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A-Chain on the inside give. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. A-Chain again. Into the secondary past the 40. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
They'll try the middle with Gordon. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead.
28, Texans 24.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out now come the Texans on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Shotgun now, first round. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
First round now on third. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Texans set to punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They run the counter to Achane. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Tua now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Achane running to the right. Open space inside the 40. Past the 20. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. A pickup there of 39. And it'll be first down, Miami.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they take this in for the score. The Dolphins now lead by 10. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11.
Texans 24.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To the air, Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. He beams one deep right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's A.J. up the middle. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Motioning the tight end now. Going to the ground again on 1st. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half.
8 yards. It's 4th down and goal.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal from the left hash, 34 yards away. The kick by Patterson is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it, and we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Pierce now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. The turnover on downs only led to 3, obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. First call here coming from the shotgun. Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
That's good for a Texans first down.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans 14 points back. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. This one's to Kirk out left side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. From the 47. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10, got to score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. To the sideline, and it is incomplete. Short of line to gain. Wouldn't have mattered anyway on 4th down.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Dolphins breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.